Hey, how's it going, everyone? So, this is going to be a little strange. It was something I kind of considered doing even years ago. However, I'm having some insomnia right now, so I kind of can't sleep. That's generally what insomnia means. And I figured, fuck it, let's do it now. So, for those who don't know, what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be watching what is my most lauded series of all time. It's a series that to this day gets the most positive reception. Always gets comments saying, "This is amazing, you're so funny," like blah blah blah. And I'm not saying that to stroke my ego, I'm saying that because this is very old. This is from 2013, and to this day, I've never made anything more popular than this series. People love this series. So in a way, I'm watching it to kind of see, what the hell was it about the series that people love so much? Because I can't figure it out. And also, I guess, to kind of poke fun at myself, if the opportunity arises, which I'm sure I will. Because, yeah, instantly off the bat, you're going to notice I talk very, very differently now to the way I did in this. I talk with a very odd accent. Like, more of a British accent, I guess, in this, but still very odd. So, yeah, I think I've got it set up so that you should hear, you know, past Jason lower than current Jason, which is kind of what I'm going for, but not too much lower, so it should still be nice and clear for you. So, I just realized we have this thing in the corner. Let's get rid of that, because you don't need to see that. So let's move that down. How the hell do I bloody move it? Work with me here, right? Hang on. Move down, and then order, move down. There you go. Okay, cool. So you should be able to see the whole screen now. So, like I say, I'm just doing this because I don't know, I've wanted to do it for a while. I want to know why this series is so popular. It's only 25 minutes, so I'm gonna now watch myself from 2013, which again is my most popular series out that I've ever made, the Soul of One Let's Play of Dark Souls 1, and I'm just gonna react to it as we're going along. So let's watch the intro together. It's been a while since I've seen this. By the way, I should point out, a lot of people didn't realize this entire series was recorded before it was uploaded. I made sure because partly I didn't want to, like, fail halfway through and give up and then be like, oh, well, now I can't finish the series, so yeah.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls. So today we are going to begin a Soul Level 1 playthrough. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with Dark Souls, take a look on the left at the level of the classes. The only one that begins at level 1 is the Pyromancer. We are going to pick the Pyromancer, we're going to have no starting gift, and we are going to summon absolutely nobody and nothing for the entire playthrough for help, and we're going to attempt to beat the game at level 1 under those conditions. It's going to be very hard, and I'm going to get my ass handed to me, but damn it, we can do it.
Damn it, we can do it. I love the like weirdly British thing I did there. So, the point I was about to make there was a lot of the clips, not all of them, but a lot of the clips in the intro little cutscene video thingy that I made there are actually from the playthrough. Like, if you watch when we get to the Undead Dragon, that part in the intro of me throwing the fireball at the Undead Dragon, it's from the playthrough. Some of the clips I got from, I think, like, one of the official trailers for Dark Souls, and I strung them together. I think I did a pretty decent job, considering I'm not an editing genius or whiz or anything at all. Jason, you're talking over the audio. I know! You've probably heard this about 1,000 times, as have I, so, you know. Also, you can read it. You can go watch the original if you want to hear this. Back in the day, I never, ever, ever used to say a word during cutscenes. I used to make sure, like, I muted the mic. Like, I would not say a word in cutscenes. Now, occasionally I get complaints that I talk too much during the cutscenes, but, I don't know, I think I have a decent balance. Obviously not this time, because I'm using this opportunity whilst past me is shutting the fuck up to actually speak as current me, because you'll notice here I talk very fast and just constantly. Like, no air. I don't know how I breathed, to be honest with you. Hey, buddy, I could have dropped the key to you, but here's a dead body anyway. Thanks, pal. There you go. Go pick it up past me.
Okay, so that nice man dropped us a key so that we can leave our cell. His name's Oscar. We're going to find him a bit later. Now, I'm sure some people are wondering why I want to beat the game at level 1.
I'm so official.
Well, this is not a one-man pissing contest, you know, this isn't
pissing contest.
How good I am at Dark Souls, my e-penis is humongous. Essentially, the reason I'm doing this is because I love this game and I enjoy a challenge.
Alright, hold on.
Now, I wanted
gonna pause so I can get a word in here without interrupting me. The reason I did this is everything I'm saying here, but also, and I'm just gonna go just say the name, Man vs. Game from Twitch TV did a Soul of 1 playthrough. He spent 18 hours on Ornstein Smo. And he did beat them, eventually. Again, it took 18 hours. So I was like, you know what? If this motherfucker can do it, anyone could do it. By the way, Man vs. Game, he's a scumbag. I fucking hate him. But I'm not going to go into that. This isn't a video about him being a piece of shit. But he is a piece of shit. Didn't know that years ago, you know, back in 2013. So essentially, you can blame that scumbag for this whole series, or thank him, I guess, for this whole series existing, if this is your jam. I just hit the pop filter. My apologies. Alright, carry on past me.
To do a playthrough on my channel, but I thought, how can I make it different? Now, I do want to show off as much of the game as I possibly can.
Different, right?
We are going to kill every single boss, including the optional ones. So that's not even an issue. I'm going to show off as much of the game as I can. But I want to challenge, so I figured this is the best way to go. I can get a challenge, and I can do a thorough playthrough at the same time, explain some things, talk about the storyline a little bit, show some secrets, tips and tricks, all that crap. Speaking of which, look up there, the Asylum Demon. If you kill him right now...
weird cadence to my voice. Look up there.
Right now, you get his weapon. Requires 46 strength. The best way to kill him at the beginning of the game is either on New Game Plus, because you have all your gear, or you can pick the black firebombs as your starting item. You get 10 of them, and it requires 7 or 8, and then he'll die. But,
My God,
yeah,
I'm informative.
Remember, 46 strength, so if you're not going to make a strength build, there's no point you wasting your time. And of course, we're never going to have 46 strength, plus we didn't pick a starting item anyway. Come back here, you son of a bitch.
I'm getting more and more British as we go along. So we don't have a starting item anyway.
Of the game. Now we're a murderer. Okay, so you'll see in front of us here our good
But are we a
Oscar
murderer, though?
dropped us the key, right there.
Aren't those things technically undead? Does that count as murder? Are you a murderer in a zombie apocalypse?
Well, if you go in here and look up, there's a hole in the ceiling. I believe that the Asylum Demon smashed him over the head when he was on the roof trying to escape, knocked him down into the pile of rubble, and he is mortally wounded, and that's why he's there. Now, the reason I didn't talk to him, I just killed him, was because his dialogue is repeated. When you leave the asylum, there'll be a short cutscene, and the
Alright, shut up, me. I think it would have been cool here if, as you're escaping the cell, you hear, like, a loud bang or something, and then, like, you know, the rubble falling, and then you could put 2 and 2 together and be like, oh, that noise I heard, that must be the Asylum Demon mashing Oscar through the roof, and that's why he's here under the pile of rubble. But, yeah, I don't know, I felt like they could have done... Oh, he's critiquing Dark Souls, how dare he? I feel like they could have done a bit better of a job with that. I mean, again, I know subtlety is Dark Souls' forte, but, yeah, it'd be nice if there was a noise so you could be like, oh, there you go.
Exact same as what Oscar says, so there's no point listening to it twice, just a waste of damn video time. Plus, he's gonna die anyway. Spoilers! God damn it, this guy's beat the crap out of me. There we go.
I still do that. The spoilers thing.
Class, which we did,
occasionally.
Over here and on the right, we will get the Pyromancy Flame. If you didn't start as a Pyromancer, you will have to save Pyro Bro in the depths to get it. Oh,
God, I knew a lot about Dark Souls, didn't I?
Die! There we go.
Die!
There's your buddy. There he is. Come check on your friend.
I was the original
dead,
Reaper.
So
Die, die, die!
Ah, dodged. And now you are defeated, sir. I said you're defeated. There we go.
Slippery little bugger
Right,
tried to get away from the backstab.
Here. You don't even have to come this way. We can't open that gate there yet. You have to get a key and come back. That soldier I just killed, my very first time playing the game, that dude killed me. Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Yeah, I ain't kidding.
Now we can get a drop attack on the Asylum Demon and do tons of damage.
What I failed to mention here
is
he killed me like 3 times.
That's no fun, so we're going to melee him. The easiest way to beat this guy is just go around behind him, and he can't do shit.
How much damage I'm doing? Good
attack,
lord!
It has a huge window in which you can roll away, so he's no problem. The only attack that he does, which is that one right there, has a kind of AoE on it. So if you're anywhere in front of him, then it's probably going to hit you, because he's a cheap son of a bitch.
That he is. Alright, by the way, here's another thing. This episode, this 25-minute episode here, believe it or not, took me maybe 3 hours to make, because in this episode, I wanted to kill Asylum Demon and Taurus Demon, and I think I did those two. Basically, whatever the hell you see me finish at the very end of the video, I played through the very beginning of the game all the way to that point about 4 or 5 times because I wanted the first video to be absolutely perfect. Because this was one of the first things I ever did on YouTube, at least on this channel. So I basically, if I got hit on like a boss or something like that, or I was just like, you know, I got lost here, or I didn't talk about like this the correct way, or I missed an item, or anything like that, like I wanted this first video to be absolutely fucking perfect, so I redid it again and again and again, which is how you get good at things, I guess. Yeah, I was a little obsessive about that. I wanted this to be good.
Victory achieved. Our first boss of the game is down. So
some people don't consider that a boss.
Tutorial area of
They're
the
wrong.
Game.
It's a
Over
boss.
on the right, there's a crow's nest. You can drop items in there. You have to drop specific ones, then log out and back in, and you can get certain things in exchange. I will explain that all later. We don't even have anything that we can trade right now, so it's not even an issue. But yes, that is where the crow's nest is for anyone interested. Okay, we are about to begin our magical journey in Lordran.
Yes, indeed.
In the ancient legends,
In Lordran.
that one day an undead shall be chosen.
By a motherfucking crow that came down from the sky. Because, you know, that's how undead are chosen. By crows.
Undead asylum in pilgrimage.
They never do explain this crow.
The land of the ancient.
At least I don't think so.
Lordran.
Lordran, man, that is delicious. Dark Souls is a good game. If you haven't played it, you should play it. It's not as hard as people make out. It's hard, though. Plunk. There's one shitty looking shield.
Okay, our magical journey begins. And if you paid attention to the cutscene, and if you didn't, what the bloody hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, what's wrong with you? What are you
Pay
doing?
attention to the
Masturbating during the
That one
cutscene?
explains
Fuck
that
off.
We are the chosen undead because, of course, we're playing a computer
Pay
game.
attention.
And we're always the most important character, like the Dragonborn. And as the chosen undead,
See?
our task is to
Boom, right, let me... Motherfucking old-ass Jason, or young-ass Jason, I guess in this case I'm old-ass Jason. You know, old as in, like, back in the day. Anyway, older Jason, no, younger Jason, former Jason. Yeah, that's what we'll go with. Past Jason, there we go. He was spot on with that. I fucking hate, right, the criticism, the Skyrim always gets this criticism, like, oh, you're like the, you know, you're the Dragonborn, you're the leader of the Mages Guild, blah, blah, blah. Fucking true, and you're not wrong. However, basically every game you're the main character, and you're really important. Now, I know some people are like, oh, but you're just an undead just like everyone else. No, but you're the chosen undead. You are the Ashen One and bloody whatever the hell you are in Dark Souls. No one cares about Dark Souls 2, but you get my point. Like, you're always really special in these games, even though I've heard that before, that people claim, oh, but that's why Dark Souls is different, because you're not special. No, from the very beginning, they tell you are the chosen undead. And I know there are other chosen undead, but that's just their excuse for online play, like the whole drop in the soapstone from Solaire. Like, oh, you know, time is convoluted. That was just their excuse for online play, but then people picked up on that and they got obsessed over that line, so then they tried to write it into the story. Whether you believe that or not, it's true.
link the flames.
It's
now,
damn
what
true.
does that mean? Well, essentially in Dark Souls, there are bonfires. Bonfires represent humanity and good,
Here we go,
if you will, the light.
All right. I know I keep pausing it, but I'm trying not to interrupt myself. So, what I'm about to explain here is the basic storyline of Dark Souls, but I'm trying to do it really brief. I think I did a piss-poor job. Afterwards, I'll give you a better explanation of the basic storyline of Dark Souls. But hear this crap.
Over the dark. Now, the darkness is falling across the land. That's a bad thing. So, as the chosen undead, it's our duty to stop the darkness and make sure light prevails. In the very final area of the game, the Kiln of the First Flame. So there you go. That is, boom, the storyline in a nutshell. I'll explain it more in detail as we go along, but I don't want to, just give everything away in one go. So what I'm doing here...
Okay, so it's not so much that bonfires represent humanity. Bonfires are all connected to the First Flame, I believe. I could still be wrong, many years later. I believe they're all connected to the First Flame. And bonfires are a source of life, that's where you respawn when you die, that's how you refill your Estus is how you get your HP back. Bonfires, they're very important. If the First Flame goes out, they go out, darkness falls across the land because there is nothing to give light anymore, so the story goes, and darkness is apparently a bad thing, but that's kind of up into interpretation. So... yeah, what you get the option to do at the very end of the game is whether or not to use your own body to kindle the First Flame, thus sacrificing yourself to continue the Age of Fire. or you can renounce it and bring in the Age of Dark, which again seems to be the bad guy ending. Dark seems to be bad, light seems to be good. This is a theme in Japanese games all of the time. If you've ever played Kingdom Hearts or you're just aware of the way the storyline works, Kingdom Hearts itself, the actual place Kingdom Hearts, is supposed to be light. Kingdom Hearts represents light. It's literally a battle for the Kingdom of Light. And it has power over the darkness, aka those little shadowy dudes whose names escape me right now. And there's other... Zelda. Link represents light and good. Gandalf represents dark and bad. It's a theme in so many Japanese games. Light versus darkness. Anyway, carry on past me.
Here as I'm running around grabbing some shit from the graveyard area. Those skeletons are pretty high level, pretty dangerous, and you need to be careful. As long as you time your rolls correctly, you'll be fine. There's some good shit down there. There's a particularly powerful two-handed Zord. Zord? Sword at the very end called the Zweihander. It's a German word for two-hander. I didn't get that. True that. I'm level 1 with staying that way. Over here is 3 humanity. Those are very, very useful.
I always thought it was 5.
Later.
I guess it always was 3.
Catechus round shield because as you can see,
it's Caduceus,
better in every
I think.
single way than our starting shield. Plus, it looks badass.
I don't know about that. It's like, it looks alright. It's like 2 swans on a green background or something. I wouldn't say like badass. It's alright.
For now.
Right,
this guy's gonna throw fire at us, but he's a
oh no shit, he's been doing that the whole time past me. Captain Obvious much? Oh god.
Ow.
Wow, you're bad. What are you doing, man? Hit the fucking dude.
Okay, there we go. That'll take care of him. And then just one.
Is this what everyone else does when they watch people play video? Son of a bitch. Is this what everyone else does when they watch people play video games? They're like, oh my god, what are you doing?
Right, so this is why we.
Why don't you do this? It's so obvious.
And here's.
Oh my god.
And we can run across here. Now this is a mistake I see tons of people make, is they try and roll that gap. You can't do it. You have to run and jump.
It's fucking hilarious, by the way, when people do that.
Sacrifice. Now, what
do
a
it
ring
more.
Of sacrifice does is
roll
it's
the gap.
A one-time use item, and then it will break.
You can't roll the gap, by the way. I think
you actually want to use it. What it does is, when you die, you don't drop your souls and humanity. Now, in Dark Souls, when you die, you leave a bloodstain. If you come back to the bloodstain, you can pick up your souls and your humanity. You won't lose anything at all. However, if you
other than your
before
dignity,
you retrieve your bloodstain, boom, those souls and humanity are gone. So you've got to be careful. What the Ring of Sacrifice does is it stops you from dropping them. So essentially, you can get a free death and then not have to worry about going back to retrieve your bloodstain. If it's in a crappy position, it's good for suiciding when you don't want to, run all the way back somewhere or something like that. But yeah, like I say, it's a one-time use, so we're not going to equip it right now. Hopefully,
we're too cool for that shit.
We'll see, honey.
We don't need no Ring of Sacrifice. Get out of here.
And we like booty.
We do like booty.
There be treasure, says I.
Yar, there be treasure, says I.
Apparently, he's going to hit us for almost all of our.
I think I got the pirate impression down a little better now. It's taken years, but I've refined it very slightly.
And over here, we have a dude comically bent over the wall. Try attacking from the rear. So, when we go over here, we're going to get ambushed.
Jolly good shape there.
They are
my
really
man.
easy to kill. They take like one shot with almost and you can see over there's some more. Now, the thing about Dreglings is...
Hey, sir, I want some more Dreglings. More?
They still hit really hard, especially the ones with the torches. Holy crap, I have been one-shot by the torch dudes so many times, it's not even funny.
I fucked up the riposte. I think the stairs did it.
Garbage! Now, the thing with rubbish is you can trade it to a crow called Snuggly the Crow in the Undead Asylum.
What a horrible name, Snuggly.
At the very beginning of the game. We can go back
sounds
there
pornographic.
And rubbish in the nest and get,
I bet there's Snuggly Rule 34.
In exchange. There's a whole bunch of things you can trade with Snuggly. We'll do some of that when we go back there later, as long as I remember, and if I don't, then damn it, I'll just explain it anyway. Die, you son of a bitch.
I bet there's Rule 34 of, like, someone offering their dick to Snuggly or something. It seems like something people would do.
And you are dead, sir.
Is this where I said Dance of Death? Yeah, there you go. First time I came up with that, people love that shit.
Awesome. These fog gates, by the way, just for anyone wondering...
It's because you spin around like a little pirouette, it's like a dance.
Walls for a boss area, and the rest of the time they're just load screens, basically.
Oh my god, watch out for the Drake! It's the Hellkite Drake, I'll have you know it's not a dragon. Oh my god, what an amateur! What a fucking Dark Souls noob!
Now the easiest way to deal with this area here is you can have an archer shooting at you.
As you can see from the arrows whizzing past my skull.
He's gonna miss you unless you stand still. So you can
stand still
him unless you're just standing there on your arse waiting.
A bit of a Sean Connery about my accent back then, didn't I?
Out of him for trying to kill you.
Like sword.
Right, so down here we're going to get a new shield. This one is
Shield.
a wooden shield, and basically it has a bit more melee defense, and it has better stability. Now, for those of you that aren't aware, what stability does is when you block an attack, it consumes stamina. The higher the stability of the shield, the less stamina you lose from a block. So if you're planning to block a hell of a lot with shields, good stability is very important. However, I pretty much only ever two-hand my weapons, so it's not really going to be a factor
I'm
for us,
too
but,
cool for
you know, on the rare
shields,
occasions
you
that I do
fucking
use a shield,
amateurs.
it's going to be handy. So just
Using
out
your
here we have
sword
our
and
first
board
merchant of the game.
tactics,
There's
like
a
Northern
ton of
Lion.
stuff
I've
that we
seen
wanna
your
buy from
video.
him, so I'm going to use all of my soul consumables. Right,
Oh,
we now
you
have
made it cut there.
6,400 and something souls, so let's talk
Well
to this
now,
prick.
You seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome.
Let's see what I say about Yulia if I mention it.
Everything's for sale.
That was the name, right? Oh, we both did it. Twinsies!
Freaking laugh.
Treacherous in these parts. A horrible goat demon has moved in below.
Horrible goat demon.
There's that humongous drake and a bull demon too. If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave.
What a nice fella.
Right, so we are going to buy from him the orange guidance soapstone, the residence key, the repair box. The
Let you write
bottomless
messages
box,
for other
and the
players.
reinforced
I'm sure I'll give you a
glove.
15-minute monologue about the way it works.
One, and it's a bloody beastly weapon with an awesome moveset. I will show you in a moment.
I do love that
exactly
fucking
what I
club.
love about this damn thing. Broke your stuff, see ya, jerk ass.
Didn't mention Yulia,
Our
alright.
new club. Basically, this thing causes bleed, and that means every few hits we will cause the opponent to bleed and lose 30% of their HP. That's good, plus it hits very hard, and of course the most important factor, we can actually equip the damn thing. Plus look at this. Jump
attack!
The R2 strong attack is freaking insanely useful on this weapon. You can cover some serious ground.
Oh, I hope you
have
like
to be
hearing the
careful,
words
however,
jump
of
attack.
the fact that when you're jumping, if you get
'Cause,
hit mid-air,
man, you're gonna
take
hear that
extra
a lot.
damage, like quite a lot of extra damage. I have had my ass kicked many times because of that. Right, so up here we get some.
Do I
throwing
make it
knives,
first
that'll be
time?
very handy,
Yep.
And then we can run a jump across
Again,
here and get to a crossbow.
Pretty
I think
much
it's
everything in
a
this video is
lag
picture perfect.
crossbow, if I'm
Because I
remembering
redid
correctly.
it so many times.
Yes, and some standard bolts.
Jason, I had no
Right,
idea. I
so
thought
we
this
go
was our
down here
first
and we go
attempt.
to
Yeah,
bonfire.
totally.
Wait a minute, is that dude alive? Nope, he's stuck in the wall and wobbling. Physics. I love the physics on this game, man.
Could you tell that laugh was fake?
And that's why I love them. You can kick bodies around all over the place. It's freaking awesome. It really is. Some people complain about the physics, but I mean, what's not to love? You can
That's
kick dead
true.
bodies around
There are
all
people
over
that don't
place
like the
there's nothing.
physics.
Now, I'm
You
not gonna
can
rest
kick
at this
dead
bonfire
bodies.
because all the enemies outside will respawn.
How can you not like that?
But
Oh
I
look,
suggest if you're
cheaters
using this as
making
a guide,
floating
you
messages.
rest here. I just frankly cannot be asked to kill the archer again and his cronies. Jump
Oh,
attack.
get wrecked.
Okay, that was close, almost got hit.
Oh, get
Parry
wrecked.
And dance of death for you, sir. Die. Good
See, I
lord.
told you, I'm the original Reaper. Die,
Right, so here we got
die,
some black fire
die.
guys. Take you out and his buddy round.
Yeah,
the
I knew
corner.
where
You are
every
dead
friggin'. I
serious.
still can't. To be fair, I still know this
Here are
area like the
5
back of my
items in
hand.
the chest. I pretty much only pick these things up because they're
See
useful for the
my
Hydra
chest.
in Darkroot Basin, because he's kind of a prick when he gets on low health, and you can never seem to hit that last fricking head. And of
True,
course we cannot
true, it's all true.
because we are never going to have enough dexterity.
He may
so-
sound like an idiot,
There
but
we
he's
go.
telling the truth.
Right, so up here, a lot of people die here. And it's because the guy at the
True,
back's
I
gonna
died
throw
here a
fireballs,
lot.
But if you're quick, you can take these two out before he even attacks.
Generally.
And then jump attack.
If you hear me
And we've
say
got
a lot of people die here, it means I died there.
We use for
A lot.
level 1 run. It's pretty good. It's almost as powerful, but it doesn't cause bleed.
Let me
and
take a
I
moment.
really don't like the
To pause, so I'm not talking over myself. This part here, where you saw the last bonfire I was at, up until the Taurus Demon, going from that bonfire to the Taurus Demon, my original playthrough, I'm not talking about this, I'm talking about the very first time I played the game, I must have died about 15 times. Now, yeah, a few of them were to the Black Knight, but motherfucker, that trio of dudes you saw me just, like, wreck like it was nothing, I must have died like 8 times there or something. It was quite bad. It was quite rough.
Of the battle axe. It whiffs the exact same way as the club does. If you miss, you will whiff the attack and leave yourself open. Both of them do that, but like I say, I really just do not like the moveset of the battle axe.
Sure, I
For the
don't
most
like the
part, it's
axe.
just got really
Still think it's a bit
terrible range,
shit.
whereas This has the awesome jump attack.
Man vs. Game used the
Ow,
axe, you
try
know
not to
why?
go
Because he's a
beside
bit
you,
shit.
Okay. Oh god, don't die.
Like I said, picture
There we go.
perfect.
Double KO.
You think I'm kidding?
Hey, we absorbed
Something like getting
humanity.
hit by those
So,
firebombs
basically, what
would have
humanity
almost
does
made
is
me
you
want to
look at the
restart the
top left,
video.
you have a 0-1 there now.
I was
That will
very
increase our drop
meticulous.
rate up to 10. Beyond 10
Too
won't
much.
make a difference. Also, when you have humanity in the top left, you can use it to kindle a bonfire and reverse hollowing at a bonfire. If you reverse hollow, you become human. If you kindle, you get more healing items when resting at that specific bonfire. And when you turn human, you can be invaded by other players that want to kill you, and you can also summon other players for help, so that's kind of the balancing factor. In other words, you can use it to turn yourself human and play online. That is essentially what it means.
I'm sorry, I zoned out.
We bought the residence key, we could open the door to get to the gold
I was rambling about
and gold pyrising coats your weapon
humanity or something.
for a very short amount of time. However, the first boss we are about to face is extremely weak to lightning, so that is why I suggest you
Again,
get
all true, he's very weak to lightning. Fuck that up.
Attack.
Totally not what I meant to do there, but you know, I thought I'd just pass it off like a minute.
Hurry. Okay, did not have my weapon one-handed. There we go.
It's a good tactic, by the way, with the club. Is rolling backwards and then immediately doing the jump attack. Works great in PvP as well.
And also you can spam fireballs like a prick. Guess what option I'm picking? You can also parry the blade.
The fireballs like a prick?
L2 button just as the attack is about to hit you. That's why I think people don't really understand. A friend of mine can't parry for shit. He basically said he tried and he couldn't do it. You have to press the
That friend of mine
button
is Simon.
literally just as the weapon's about to hit you. Not as
You
it
suck,
hits you,
Simon.
but just like a split second before. That's the best way I can describe
He
it.
did make it to Quaylog,
And he is
though.
defeated. And we get the Titanite Chunk and the Black Knight's Sword. He will always drop a Titanite Chunk. The Black Knight's Sword, however, is a... it's not a rare drop. It's just kind of uncommon. It's a pretty damn good weapon. It can carry you through the entire game, but not when you're level 1, because we can never equip it. And before I forget, the blue tear stone ring boosts your defense by quite a bit when you fall below 20% HP. However, everything in Dark Souls hits bloody hard, so it's almost certainly never going to save you, so don't bother unless you have...
Again, all true. That ring is crap. Crap!
It's a trap. However, you can run up there and get back in time, but I prefer to just freaking throw some shit at it.
Didn't mean to use that fireball there. I remember that.
Get
I
off
thought
the
I had my
side,
club equipped.
scumbag. Yeah. Oh.
How can you not like those physics? What's wrong
We're
with
about to
you?
fight our first real boss of the game, the Tauros.
Did I know the
also
Crystal
known as
Lizard was here at the time? I must have done,
also known
right?
as something else I can't remember.
Yeah, I did.
And over here we have a crystal lizard. These things will
Plunging
run away and they
attack.
will try and disappear. However, not when you freaking plunging attack them on the head.
See?
And here we are. We're about to fight the Tauros demon. However, we have to go up here and kill the two archers.
We don't
Otherwise,
have to.
They're going to shoot their living
It's a good
crap
idea,
out
though.
of us whilst we're fighting him, and we will die horribly. Wow, they've already got their swords out. They mean business. Normally they stick... Oh, Jesus!
You fucking almost
Need to
died,
heal.
you wanker.
Yeah, they hit
Oh my God.
really freaking
Whoa.
hard with that lunge attack. Die.
Die!
And
Die!
death.
Die!
Come at me, bro. Parried and
Did I really
freaking
just
dance
come
to
at me,
death
bro?
for You as well. You archer scumbag.
I hope that was ironic.
Good lord, I hate archers. Right,
Come at me, bro.
Jump off here. Now,
Head that, bros, man, is
you can climb
purely
back up that ladder
racist.
when the boss
Sorry.
comes out and jump attack
Alright,
on
so
his
this
head,
thing
the same way
spawns
you
pretty
can
much at that
suddenly-
brick. You see the
However,
brick
I'm
I'm
not gonna
standing
do
at?
that.
That
If
brick
you
where
wanna
that
use
message is, you
tactic,
go
feel
forward a
free.
little tiny bit.
Free.
Maybe it's the other brick. I think
Right,
it's this
so
one,
roll
though.
forward.
Yeah, just like
Out
just
comes
past
the
that brick.
Tauros demon, and we have our lightning ready, and we're going to beat the living snot out of him.
Probably didn't mean to
There's another
one-hand my
way
weapon
you
there.
can kill. You can also have him
You're still
sort of
one-handing
lunge
your
at
weapon,
you and
Jason?
fall off
You're
the
still
side.
one-handing
On the
your
left,
weapon?
there's a- well, on the right
Why
now,
are you
there's a
one-handing
bunch
your
of
weapon?
holes there, but, I
It's
don't
not gonna
really
matter,
care
like,
about
but
having him
why are
knock me
you
off,
doing
so
it?
Let's not try that.
I
and
must have
kill
just
him.
not realized.
Oh,
Get wrecked,
crap.
son.
Okay.
Get
Right, okay,
riggedy
we can
wrecked.
Jump back. Right, we're going to lure him into attacking. Fantastic. And now we get a space to heal. That's something a lot of people do wrong in Dark Souls, and that's why some people really struggle with the game. If you get hit, you have to wait for your time to heal. You can't just panic and chug an Estus.
Sometimes. Sometimes you can just chug an Estus.
So, bide your time.
Bide your
It's time. Right, so at the bottom of this bridge, we're going to have a door in front of us. That is very important. Remember that door. Remember,
Remember,
it.
goddammit!
On the right, we're
Pay
gonna have
attention to
an
the fucking
important
door!
boss here,
That
and on
one,
the
that
left,
one. You
there
I didn't even
are
show it
burn
properly.
marks
That one on the
bridge.
left, on the
I
left. That
wonder
one.
Why?
Look, a
Look,
dragon.
It's the Hellkite dragon. If you run out
Drake.
there and run back, you can lure him into burning everyone
Hotline
on the
bling,
bridge.
etc.
Toasty! Good.
Ah,
So
Mortal
now we can go
Kombat.
down here and talk to our good friend Brolair of Brostora.
His name's Solaire of Astora. I was lying.
Hello. You don't look hollow, far from it.
And you look like a prick.
I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should.
Oh man, look at the sun. Do I find it strange?
I get that look all the time.
Especially when he's staring at it. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit weird, Solaire. Bit eccentric, to be honest.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition.
A lot of dialogue here. Prepare yourselves.
Sure.
The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
Okay, you say yes and he gives you the white sign soapstone.
Well then, take this.
Let you do co-op.
We are amidst strange beings in a strange land.
Can't do co-op without that.
Time itself is
Actually, you can.
with heroes centuries old phasing in and out.
You just can't help anyone else.
Fabric wavers and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling.
See,
how
this
much
stuff right here.
mine will remain in contact
I'm 99% sure this was just
with one another as
him essentially breaking the fourth wall, but not directly, by saying, you know, wink wink, time's convoluted, you know, online play, basically. But everyone, like, grasped onto that, and was like, oh, it's because the time's convoluted, that's why this is happening, and Seth is, like, actually in the future, and...
Now, as I mentioned at the start, I'm not going to summon any NPCs or any humans.
So I think by Dark Souls 3, they were like, we gotta go with this.
Because it's a challenge run. But if you speak to him there, you can then summon him for certain boss fights. And he will give you the white sign soapstone, which means you can use it to place a marker on the ground, and then any human player who is around your level, I think they have to be like within 10% or something like that, can summon you to help them beat the area boss. You have to be human as well, otherwise you cannot put your sign down. Right, so we just kicked a ladder down there. That will take us back to the bonfire that I did not rest at. If you remember, I said you should rest there, but I didn't. That was where the archer was just outside. We gotta lure this dude into attacking. And he has toasted the final archer.
I'm gonna tell you
Now,
to
if
do
want the
something, but
Drake sword, you have
I'm
to
not
jump
gonna
off
do
his
it.
tail.
I'm too
There's
good
two
for
ways of
that.
doing that. Either you can wait for him to come down the bridge. If you stand here long enough, he'll land. Or you can go down below and shoot at it safely with a bow. It will take a hell of a lot of shots, but you will get it eventually.
He ain't kidding, it's a lot of
There
shots.
we go.
Unless you got a good
smack
bow,
your
which by
tail
this
on
point
the
you
way
ain't gonna have a good
past,
bow.
and if your weapon is strong
You
enough,
can
can
actually,
probably
if
do it
you
in
put,
one shot, or, you know, 2 or 3.
the pine resin on your weapon here, and don't one-hand your weapon like a fucking moron. Like someone. A good like 3-4 hits will take that bad boy off, and you'll get the Drake sword. Hotline Bling.
3rd degree burns. We're just a little toasty, that's okay. Right, so if we
I'm just
here,
horribly
we'll
scarred for
fire
life.
weapon. We'll
It's
come back
fine.
later, but only when you're not resting in this bonfire. And when he does, he will toast the bridge again, so you have to be freaking careful. We get an awesome view of him flying away.
That's the Sunlight Order. That's how you join the Sunlight Covenant. It's a smashed statue of Gwyn's son.
The Covenant, the one that Solaire's in, you can pray
The
to his
nameless
father,
king
Robert.
from Dark
You
Souls
need, I
3.
think, 20
Spoilers.
Or possibly 30 faith. I can't remember exactly. But
That
it's
guy's
one of the
crying,
two.
so I killed him.
Die,
I did him
you
a
crying
favor.
Scumbag. By the way, those pink dudes, they're called Dreglings. Right, so now we can go
What's
up
in
here
those
and
hollows?
safely get our booty. You know, minus the archers, but this one's dead already.
Booty.
And then club across the head for you.
It's
and
more like
club
the
across the head
more
for
like the
you.
arse, really.
Oh, you blocking son of a bitch. There we go. Parry and riposte.
Riposte.
Riposte, riposte. People say it's riposte. I'm pretty sure it's riposte, because it's a French word.
Someone tell me, is it
French
riposte or
people saying
riposte?
Hey,
Riposte
if you're
sounds
French,
wrong.
correct me. Go for it, buddy.
And I'm
Right,
still gonna
so
say
now we go over here
riposte.
and open up the shop.
I'm pretty sure riposte
This
is
will take us
wrong.
to the undead parish. There's a
But
lot
that's out
of
now.
route to take, but frankly, there's nothing down there, so there's no point. Okay, I think I'm going to end the video here. Next time,
I
we get
think
through the
I
undead
knew what
parish
I was
to take
doing.
on the bell gargoyles at level 1. Thanks for watching.
At
guys.
level
I hope
1,
you enjoyed
bitch
the
ears,
video.
because I'm fucking hardcore! Alright, so... That was... oh, I like ripping on myself. Alright, so that was episode 1 of me basically ripping on past me and watching this back, which is a very weird experience for me, as you might be able to tell. Yes, I sound very different. No, I'm not Australian. Fuck me. Alright, so if you enjoyed it, please give the video a like. Let me know if you would like to see more. If you didn't enjoy it equally, give the video a like and I'll never... dislike, rather. Yeah, if you enjoyed it, give it a like. If you didn't enjoy it, give it a like. No, but seriously, if you did enjoy it, give it a dislike. Let me know you thought this was shit, and I'll never make another one of these again. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think, because I'm happy to make more of these. I literally haven't seen this since, like, I made it. Like, 2013. It's almost the end of 2017 now. It's been a while. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm going to put the outro on the end of this video. Ciao! Outro! Alrighty, thank you everybody for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I would like to give a very special shout out right now to this month's $10 plus tier patrons. So they are as follows: Nuria Age, Don Lobo, I'll Be Jiggered, Joey, Billy Nying, Dr. Pepper Penguin, Bad Beauty, Bebop56210, Grandpa Gus, Source of Success, and Hitbox. And if you would like to become a patron and support the channel, you can do so over at patreon.com/MrAndersonLP. In the $5 plus tier, you'll get your name listed on the screen, including if you are a Twitch subscriber this month. In the $10 plus tier, you'll get your name shout-outs. And if you are in the $1 plus tier, you will have my personal thanks every single month. I really do appreciate it, and you get access to my Discord. Thank you, everybody. I really could not do this without you. You guys are awesome. I love you. Good night, everybody, and goodbye.